How did Apple versus Samsung IP litigation end? Imagine a legal battle that lasted 4 years, involving some of the biggest names in technology. This case was about more than just phones. It was about protecting ideas and designs that shape the market. When the case finally wrapped up in 2018, it was through an out-of-court settlement. Both companies agreed to end the fight without admitting fault or paying the full damages Apple initially sought. This kind of resolution is common in complex intellectual property disputes. It saves time, money, and avoids further uncertainty. The legal fight started with Apple accusing Samsung of copying the design and technology of its iPhones. Apple claimed Samsung infringed on its design patents, which protect the look and feel of a product. There were multiple trials, appeals, and damages awards along the way. Apple initially won a large verdict, including a $399 million award. But in 2016, the United States Supreme Court reversed part of that award. They said damages for design patent infringement should be based on the profits from a specific part of the product, not the entire device. This ruling meant lower courts had to recalculate damages, which led to more trials and adjustments. Samsung owed Apple money, but the amounts kept changing. The case also involved disputes over whether courts should issue injunctions to stop Samsung from selling certain products. Courts were cautious, balancing the harm to Apple with the public interest. In the end, both companies decided to settle out of court in 2018. They avoided further legal costs and uncertainty. The settlement did not requiring Samsung to admit wrongdoing or pay the full damages Apple wanted. This outcome highlights some key lessons for developing an intellectual property strategy. First, it shows how important it is to clearly define what your design patents cover. Second, it emphasizes understanding how damages are calculated, especially for design patents. Third, it demonstrates that settlements can be a smart choice when facing long, costly legal battles. From a business perspective, protecting your innovations with patents and trademarks is essential. But it's equally important to prepare for potential legal challenges. This case also shows how patent disputes can influence product design and market competition. Companies need to weigh the costs and benefits of fighting in court versus settling. Developing a strong intellectual property strategy involves assessing your patent portfolio, understanding legal risks, and deciding when to defend or license your rights. Ultimately, the Apple versus Samsung case ended with a settlement that avoided further conflict. It reminds businesses that protecting intellectual property is a vital part of maintaining a competitive edge. But it also shows that sometimes, settling can be the best way to move forward and focus on innovation.